Okay, so basically, I came across a statistic on per capita incomes in the United States, and it's a very interesting one. Now, before I say anything, I want the listener to sort of don't read too much into this. I'm not trying to say something, I'm not trying to insinuate a certain other idea or message. It's just a basic observation, all right? So please bear that in mind. Okay, so basically, what I encountered was per capita incomes in the United States. As you can see here, European Americans or white Americans basically are earning a certain number, as you can see on screen. And I want that to be compared to this other number. This is basically the per capita income of a certain other demographic, right, in the United States, a very prominent one, as you can see. And this is much money they're making, okay, basically on average. And I think this is a good indicator, okay, in terms of how much money people are making in terms of their religiosity, okay, or their religious heritage. That is, say, if you had to profile the population in the United States per their religiosity and the kind of money they're making, we can make a clear observation that, well, in this case, Christians, okay, Christian Americans, white Americans, and I guess one has to assume that if you're white in the United States, you're Christian, okay? Not many white, i.e. European Americans are, I don't know, Muslims or Hindu. And speaking of the other demographic, the other ethnic group, that by definition is a ethnological category, okay? It's not just a religion, but it's also an ethnic group. So why I'm bringing this up is that the question about why Christians, okay, why Christians are poorer, relatively speaking, not only when it comes to, in this case, in the United States, with regards to this particular demographic. In fact, I have another example, which is, let's say, from a different part of the world, where, again, Christians of a certain ethnic heritage versus people of a different religion, okay, of the same ethnic group. Okay, so same ethnic group, two different religions, basically, right? And in which case there as well, the people of the other religion were making more money, okay? Just a very random observation, but the one in the United States I think is more pertinent. And the reason I'm bringing this up is to sort of highlight the fact that there's something wrong, it seems to me, with Christianity. It doesn't seem to provide or give or establish a kind of foundation, okay, that propels people to do good work, okay, in a productive sense, okay, to make money, okay, to become valuable or creative or productive citizens in a society. And there are many factors that we need to consider. But before we get into them, I think it's worth considering this, okay, that in the United States, for example, Christians on average make less money, considerably less than this other ethnic group / religion. Now, one of the things that I've been going on about for a while now is that people like Bishop Barron and other Catholic thinkers mainly, but I would say this is pervasive in the Christian world, who espouse this anti-materialistic, anti-worldly, world-rejecting, man-rejecting ideology disguised as religiosity or morality, essentially regurgitating St. Thomas Aquinas' teachings, which are, I mean, for the most part, not even relevant. These are said hundreds of years ago. And this is something for us to consider. Christians are being kept down or held down by false teachings, it seems, or a false conception of the faith.